Washington's state capital, Olympia, sits at the southern end of Puget Sound. Here, the Deschutes River meets salt water, and the glaciated slopes of Mount Rainier rise on the eastern horizon. It's a compact and beautiful city that absolutely shines on a sunny day, especially surrounding the neoclassical architecture of the Washington State Capitol campus. It's much more than just state politics in Olympia. It also has a lively waterfront district and historic downtown. Here, plenty of restaurants, shops, and museums mirror opportunities found in Seattle, a 60-mile drive north. In this video, you'll see the top 10 things to see and do in Olympia. The suggestions are based on our several exciting trips to the City of Angels. Here are our top 10 picks. Begin with number 1, Washington State Capitol Building. The impressive white dome of the Washington Legislative Building is hard to miss when visiting Olympia. Its neoclassical architecture is visible across the city and ranks as the tallest masonry dome in North America. Visiting the Capitol complex is free, with guided and self-guided tours available throughout the day. The historic campus surrounding the Capitol building is beautifully landscaped. I recommend exploring the memorials, fountains, and gardens surrounding the state buildings. Especially make a point of visiting the Tivoli Fountain for an excellent photo opportunity. Number 2 is the Billy Frank Jr. Nisqually National Wildlife Refuge. The Billy Frank Jr. Nisqually National Wildlife Refuge is a vast habitat of protected fresh and saltwater marshes, grasslands, and forests for migratory wildlife. It's an excellent place to visit to hike or walk through a dynamic ecosystem that changes with the tides, offering all sorts of wildlife spotting opportunities, especially birds. This wildlife-abundant landscape is less than 10 miles east of Olympia. It's part of the larger Nisqually National Wildlife Refuge, which also includes Grays Harbor National Wildlife Refuge to the west. Number 3. Downtown Historic District. Head to the Downtown Historic District for restaurants and shopping in Olympia, a few blocks north of the Capitol building. This charming district encompasses approximately 17 blocks, with several buildings listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Alongside this aesthetic architecture, the many murals give the district extra color. Dining in the historic district covers every meal of the day. More than a few coffee shops offer early morning aromas. And I'd recommend Burial Grounds Coffee Collective on Capitol Way. Number 4. Squaxin Park. Squaxin Park is a public park located in Olympia. Established in 1905, it was the city's first waterfront park, providing access to the Bud Inlet of Puget Sound. The park was formerly known as Priest Point Park, but was renamed in 2022 after the Olympia City Council unanimously voted to change it to honor the local Squaxin Island tribe. Number 5 in our list, Mima Mounds. What created these odd, bubble-like mounds southwest of Olympia is a mystery. Proposed solutions to this puzzle include giant gophers, earthquakes, glaciation, and extraterrestrial activity. Half the fun of visiting is speculating what made this interesting and scenic landscape. Whatever the answer, the Mima Mounds Natural Area Preserve is a great place for walking or hiking, particularly in the spring, when wildflowers bloom on the rolling hills. Approximately 3 miles of trails with interpretive information navigate the area, including a half-mile, fully accessible path. Number 6. Tumwater Falls Park. Tumwater Falls Park is on the southern shore of Capitol Lake in the neighboring city of Tumwater to the south. This scenic spot is popular for waterfall enthusiasts and anyone looking for a landscape space to enjoy. It's owned and managed by the Olympia Tumwater Foundation. A half-mile hiking trail tours the cascading waterfalls created by the mighty Deschutes River. An additional 15 acres at the park provide ample space to enjoy the landscape scenery with a picnic, stroll, or watchful eye on the changing seasons. Number 7. Mount Rainier National Park. Mount Rainier is a true beacon for adventure in Washington state, and was one of the first mountain environments that drew me to move cross-country to Washington in 2014. It's the tallest mountain in the state, and the tallest in the Pacific Northwest, and the national park surrounding the mountain is a massive playground for those looking to explore outside. Mount Rainier is accessible from all sides. Although the southwest Nisqually entrance and northwest Carbon River entrance are closest to Olympia, accessible with just under a 2-hour drive, approximately 65 miles. Number 8. Olympic National Park. The vast wonders of Olympic National Park are accessible within a short drive from Olympia. The national park encompasses nearly 1 million acres on the Olympic Peninsula, and visitors from the state capital reach its southern boundary within an hour's drive. Other iconic park areas, including the rugged coast and rainforest interior, require a longer commute. Some of my favorite places to visit in Olympic National Park include the Hoh Rainforest, Hurricane Ridge, and Ruby Beach. Other equally scenic spots include the Quinault Rainforest, Sol Duc Hot Springs, and Sure Beach on the northern coast. Number 9. Olympic Flight Museum. This aviation museum was established in 1998 at the Olympia Regional Airport. The dedicated museum hangar shelters heritage planes, helicopters, and memorabilia. It's a popular spot for aviation enthusiasts and often a hit with young kids. Prominent aircraft on display include World War II fighter jets, Cobra helicopters, and military aircraft from the Soviet Air Force. The museum also hosts the annual Olympic Air Show in August, when some of its heritage planes take to the sky. Other special events include collectors' shows and gear swaps. Finish with number 10. Millersylvania State Park. Millersylvania State Park is a public recreation area located on Deep Lake 8 miles, 13 kilometers, south of Olympia, Washington. The state park's 903 acres, 365 hectares, include old-growth cedar and fir trees as well as 3,300 feet, 1,000 meters, of freshwater shoreline. In 2009, the park was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in recognition of its well-preserved Civilian Conservation Corps landscape. It is managed by the Washington State Parks and Recreation Commission. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite thing to do in Olympia? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.